Fogged, and what do you make of the drafts there? Execration, they end things up with the Ember Spirit, but it is a hero that you feel might have some struggles this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the reasoning, because we've seen these matchups a lot. The DP was picked as a counter versus the Ember so many times, even SF, you know, if it was in the mid lane or anything like that, but just in general, it's a very strong hero throughout the game versus it. I think with auras and everything and the amount of team fight that Aster's drafted, it looks pretty advantageous for them. But I think for Execration, it's comfort, right? Just like Pano was talking about. I think Bob's looking, it's like, I really want to play this hero. It's one of my favorites, so wants to play that. And also, maybe it's about wanting to kick up the tempo a little bit here, because maybe there's a situation where Aster, you know, cooldowns are down and stuff like that. This Ember can play around stuff like that, but you know, I'm kind of reaching at straws here, because a 24 pick into these heroes feels just pretty damn difficult. So Bob, he's going to have to do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, we'll see how well he fares in the mid matchup. Could be difficult for Bob.
Yeah. Because what we saw in particular was Chris Luck, right? When they were playing, they would pick this DP and he would destroy the Ember Spirits when we were watching at Lima over and over again. So
yeah, if you get any sort of lead, you're just able to kind of push the Ember off the wave.
Yep.
Step up on the high ground. Make it very difficult for the Ember to lane. We'll see how well Bob can do against XWY.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see. I'm going to be mostly looking at him, how he does in this lane matchup. Bottom, I feel like Paulo should be pretty decent. I mean, Nature's Prophet is pretty good down here. Of course, there's going to be these constant denies that come out from the Enigma, but overall, NP should have a pretty good laning setup. Top, I mean, they counterpicked this Doom. They put the SF. We've seen this matchup now quite a few times. Yes, there's definitely ways that Execration can punish it, though, if they can get that, like, lift. But the early lane, like, the first few levels is pretty damn miserable, I would say, for this Doom.
Has to be so careful. If they're able to get in range to lay those raises down.
Yep.
Definite early kill potential for Aster and their safe lane duo.
And this, in my opinion, is one of Aster's best heroes when they do play with this Shadow Fiend. Monet and XWY very comfortable. Mostly Monet.
Yeah,
Shanks. He's almost just gonna die here. I think he might just be dead.
All right, they get him.
Uh-oh.
Just getting run down here by the Elder Titan.
And is Monet, I think he's gonna be able to catch the wave as well, so he does. That is a brutal start here already for this Doom up top.
It's not going to be easy for Tino and Shanks to play the lane top.
No, and you could tell, like, that's why he immediately went for pulling, but they were prepared for this. That's why Pichu went for Windlace. He's got that movement speed. Shanks doesn't have boots, so easily just gets run down trying to pull the wave. Very good understanding coming out from Aster. Even just the, like, having this ward on the high ground kind of area just to watch whenever he walks over to go for any type of pulls. They just have the information.
Obviously mid lane. Oh, XWY actually tanking quite a few tower hits there.
Lost his career to some creeps. Oh, this is gonna be sad. I feel so bad for Tino up here.
Well, this is just going to be one of those situations where we're going to have, we're supposed to see the SF have like full control of the lane.
Yeah.
And just start to rack up the denies.
I mean, we've seen Monet do that before. He has like 30 denies or something like that in these type of lane setups. So yeah, they're going to have to pull. They're going to have to do some type of lane shenanigans up here on the side of Execration, even more so. Bob, first few waves, holding his own. Progressively, of course, gets worse as those levels do come out. This is what Death Prophet can do. He's just now, I mean, now this is miserable. Bob is just getting sat on his hill. XWY is literally full out bullying him away from a wave.
I mean, yeah, what do you do as an Ember in this position? I mean, is there sort of the potential for any support to come and kind of help out? Like, to at least try and harass the Death Prophet, or is there just no way that you can harass a DP at this stage of the lane?
I honestly don't know, because they can't really leave their side lanes. Maybe the Jakiro or something can, but that's also, you know, not a great situation to do, because Shanks, he can't leave top. Because then, I mean, the Doom is already effectively totally shut down, but if he starts moving too early, it's pain. And Bob just has to bring extra regen. So on top of having very low last hits, he has to bring like a Tango Salve in order to just play the lane versus XWY, who's just constantly spamming him, putting him low.
I mean, look at this as well. Baboka's coming in from the side. They're going to try and get that salve off him. They lay down a Thunder Strike and Bob, but he's not going to get the full benefit of the salve.
And they get the glimpse, but not really fully in position there. Oh, nice try there. Tries to dodge it.
That definitely hurts. Had to use the salve to try and return to the lane, but doesn't even get that back up top.
There we go.
And we'll be able to turn and take down Pichu. The two of them catching him a bit far from any sort of potential backup of Monet.
Maybe you do just actually ditch bottom. I think maybe Carlo has to start making the moves really early. And you just leave the NP now in a 1v1. You just get some stacks going. and you try to help out this Ember Spirit as much as possible, because this just probably feels pretty sad. And that's why, at least for me, I saw this Ember pick and I'm like, what? He just picked it into the DP. This is going to be super struggling unless Bob just mega outplays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the good mids were banned out, right?
That's true.
Towards the end, kind of the Bat was taken out, the Pango was taken out.
He just returned and he's just getting walked down. Oh my lord.
It's a rough matchup, and we're very much seeing that in action here. But as you say, a matchup that Bob did sign up for.
He sure did. And bottom now that the Nature's Prophet's been left alone, but Boca and XXS getting aggressive. Oh man, Palos looking to perhaps go down here.
Nice path to hold back XXS, but indeed Palos.
Oh,
he's gonna
alive.
live. He's gonna live. He's gonna be able to TP out as well there. So quite the bullet dodge there from Palos, and needed to as well. He was the one having the best start so far in Execration.
Honestly, if he dies there, the game almost feels over, right? Like the way lanes are going, it's absolutely miserable for them. Nice little cliff action, of course, from Shanks. And Ducey, of course, Palos, reason he lives is because of double Wraith Band, right? He has this big armor. So a cool little plan from him to deal with the Eidolon damage. TP in 2 seconds. There we go. 2K lead already coming out these lanes. Doom shut down, Ember completely shut down. And not even just about the lane, too, about the Ember, is there's a lot of silences, right? There's tons of different ways to deal with this Ember, even if he starts getting farming. They're pushing tower. It's a level 6 Death Prophet, 6.5 versus a level 4 and change on the Ember.
I mean, Carlo's going to come over and see if he can help.
They might just dive him.
So if there's anything that the Jakiro could do to help Bob out, they're going to come in with further TPs. They've got the Ice Path to hold back XWY, but Bob, he's ticking down to the Thunderstrike and the Siphons. He's gone. Another kill here in this middle lane, and Aster able to put a fair bit of damage onto the tier 1.
They even cliff while they're diving too, so yeah, it keeps the wave alive even longer. This is devastating start here. Aster. The other day when they played together, Execration actually did fairly well in the lanes. Today, I mean, they set themselves up for a bit of a disaster, of course, with that last pick for how this is going to go out. So yeah, Palos, I think tons of weight on his shoulders this game to just make some unbelievable stuff happen with this Nature's Prophet at this point.
Top lane.
Tino.
I won't quite be able to get the setup with the stomp.
A top tower also.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure being put on this tower. Already down to half HP here.
Tino.
Got to be careful. A couple of raises connecting there from Monet.
Yeah, I mean, every single lane has a way to really push and threaten on the side of Aster. Mid easily can take the tower. Enigma can easily take bottom. SF with this type of advantage can easily pressure too. They're really killing it for the start here.
Bob's going to take his tower off. He's going to go for the deny, but yeah, indeed 7 minutes and tier 1 being taken.
Level 5. XWY going to be approaching level 8. Has full rune control as well, an arcane rune. So he can look to make early rotations too. All right, Palos. I mean, you've got one of the harder games it feels like for you, but you got to make some magic happen.
Yeah. He's getting the farm.
Sure is.
Yeah, 38 and 17, and that's definitely not bad.
TPing top and peeled.
Yes, it's good damage and good interruption there with the telekinesis.
Nice
puts a stop to the stomp from Pichu, so they can continue to focus down Monet. With the sprout onto Pichu, they should be able to take him as well. Palos.
There we go.
Coming in big.
Does he want to try to pressure this tower here? I mean, he's running into the jungle. I guess wants to see if there's any stacks and stuff to take him away. Thought he would just look to just hit tower there. But I guess he wants to make sure that Tino gets as many levels as possible. Probably doesn't want to sap any of that XP. Good move. A needed move. I think he has to play super active bottom.
They're looking for him. They know he's in here.
Carlo.
Not a lot to be done.
Farewell, my friend.
Wanted to sap some XP, but Aster, they'll take him out of this bottom lane. And with that, get the Eidolons out and pressure onto this tier 1 as well. As Bob, yeah, finally hits the 6. So we'll have at least some mechanism of escape.
He's pretty much the same net worth as the supports in this game. But as we said, did it to himself with the pick. XWY, on top of having Arcane Rune now, also has picked up a DD. And he is going to be going for the Yules build. So, cool way to set up more of these ganks, cancel TPs and stuff like that also.
Carlo's come down here again. It's a dangerous place.
He just really wants to try to hold on to this tower as long as possible, but... Okay, TP coming in. Next success.
All right, they're bringing Palos and Shanks. I'll catch him with the telekinesis, and then, well, the three of them, XXS, not standing a chance. So Execration, very much making sure that they don't lose any further tier 1s here super early.
Good moves so far from Palos. Nice little tornado. I love this Hurricane. I think this has quickly become my favorite creep on Doom.
Well, just for the jukes, up and down high ground and stuff.
It's the jukes, but also it's like most of the time when people get doomed, they run away. This just pulls them right back in over and over again.
And look at this. They're going for XWY. They've got the 4 of them here.
This is good stuff. Execration.
They're going to be able to block him off as well with the Sprout. We'll get another Siphon off, but surely with the 4 of them, the damage is done, and it is a slight fist from Bob. Takes down XWY. Execration getting some big kills here, as Aster getting caught out a bit.
And they're getting the farm too for Tino. He's got his Midas. Starting to hit some jungle creeps. Pretty much caught back up here. So, yeah, very nice early aggression. Palos, we said he's got the work cut out for him, and so far he is delivering. 1-0 and 4 on this Nature's Prophet. Very active around the map.
And this rune as well for Bob.
Alrighty.
Want to go for anything aggressive with this mid lane. Baboka trying to pick up the levels.
Yeah, but Boca moving so much, he is a bit under-leveled, of course. Only level 4. He's got the tome, though, so we'll be okay. But yeah, those kills, they matter a lot for these Execration supports in general, too. Since they're having the rough lanes, getting these early kills on the over-farmed laning heroes, they're high level. Like Rubik, he's about to be 6. This Jakiro is already 6. And I think they do have... Yeah, the tome is even coming out, so the Rubik is going to be near level 7.
Can they go for this with Palos? Or not? XWY.
This is a bit of a tough one. Oh! Checks for the... Tries to hit the camp there, but actually maybe reveals his sentry. Good early moves to recover things from Execration. Tino even securing last hit on tower. And he is going to be going the mech build, so I actually do like this build quite a bit. We've seen Ace do it a couple times here now. Aster starting to farm these big stacks that they had going. Monet still farming very well. A pretty massive stack, actually. Bob still, of course, on the long road to recovery. Bottom of the cores by extremely significant margin.
They're trying to get into the jungle here and mess around with XWY, but he's got Baboka by his side. They'll get the glimpse back onto the Rubik. Shanks is gone. I mean, Tino, of course, has the ult ready to play with, and Bob is by his side. It's still kind of difficult to fight into this area, especially when Aster's got the ward coverage around their own jungle. Bob's trying to head in, but they have full vision on this.
Baboka just wanted the bounty.
Like they're really trying to get at them here, but it's hard for these two to make a play. And XWY is actually just going to pop the ghost. They try and go for Tino, but he's able to push his way out of the stomp. And, well,
whoops.
I mean, Execration's going to be happy with that one. That's an exorcism down the drain.
I'm telling you, man, this Hurricane. It's so good. No glimpse available this time for Baboka. And yeah, Ghost wasted. But Bob, I mean, he's looking to do something to get active because he's got his phase boots. Not going to be the Javelin, not into the Maelstrom for quite some time, of course. But he's got to get, I mean, he's not getting any farm. He has 40 last hits. 43 at 12 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh, yeah, they've got to find action. They've got XWY.
Okay, good damage.
Chains into the macro pile. Have some time here with the self-heals, but Palos TP's in. XWY. He's got backup coming, but they can't save him from these 4. That's a big kill there. Let's shut down this Death Prophet.
And Bob gets the last hit, the very important thing.
Very nicely there done from Bob. Dodges the glimpse with the sleight of fist, gets the chains connection onto Baboka. This is exactly what Execration need to start climbing Bob back into the game.
Bob's like, no, Palos, you took my last hit. I needed that one from Baboka. But now with these kills, can definitely get some pressure going. Good punishing. When that DP ulti was used, they waited till it went down, immediately smoked, made the move, and now trying to get this tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
XWY is back up though, so Execration. Now think twice before trying to go for this push.
Still some very good moves to punish. Playing around those cooldowns nicely. XXS looks like now he's got the Greaves. Might be time for Aster to start grouping up. Monet also pretty strong. Of course, no BKB just yet, but still, he's got Dragonlance. He continues to stack up. He is quite massive still on this SF. But he is getting out-farmed by the NP and the Doom. Midas is definitely paying off for Tino. And he's close to his Greaves as well.
Do you think there's any chance that Aster will try and go for the Roshan with this sort of lineup?
Maybe when they have level 2 Ghosts. That's what I would imagine. Yep. XWY, he's level 11, so probably wants to just farm 12, and then, yeah, they could more than likely just force a Roshan, which will be very difficult for Execration really to fight around, especially because the Ember is so far behind and the immense team fight that they have set themselves up with on Aster.
Yeah, 14 minutes in there, very, very close. Aster. They want to try and get back that lead that they did build up in the early game. They'll come out with the 3-man smoke. Carlo's not necessarily the target, though. They want something bigger.
They want this Doom. They'll get the Glimpse.
They'll get the Glimpse back. Glimpse, Stomp's not quite set up. And Tino is going to be able to turn and drop the Doom down onto the Enigma, so there's no threat of a black hole, but the Ghosts are back up here from XWY. And with the Splitter as well, Tino will go down.
And XXS is just fine, because he's got those Greaves. Just that regen that kicks in once he gets low should be more than enough. Bring in the numbers, Aster. But Paulo's still farming. The all-important man. Bob's going to have to take just... Yeah, he's going to have to go back foot. I like this. Like, even going just straight BKB. We've seen this a bunch of times when the Embers are super behind. Just let your Nature's Prophet get all the farm.
Well, they farm Pichu.
Good kill.
That's another one for Bob. The recovery continues.
Now onto mid tower. All these kills definitely matter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess Monet is just really waiting for his BKB before he gets involved whatsoever. And Execration, they want to punish. They're like, okay, Static Storm on cooldown, DP ult on cooldown also. They want XWY.
They're going to go for Palace bomb. Monet, that was the combo there. Glimpse into the Requiem, very well done by Aster. Top lane though, indeed XWY in a bit of trouble.
Shanks got the steal.
He's got a couple of siphons, but the Ice Path is down. We'll see if the heals are enough to save XWY. Still has the heals to play, but now in fact he's out of mana. And with the Macropire down, another Slight Fish coming in from Bob. XWY will fall.
Bob's like, good job guys. Coming in to secure the last hit. Good stuff from him.
He needs it. As the recovery does continue here for Bob, and maybe this was the plan all along. As you say, when you're picking the Ember Spirit into this sort of game, you know it's going to be tough. So very much so. Execration likely just thinking about the impact that the Ember could have outside of the early game, and even in a situation where the Ember would be having to play from behind.
Bob looks like he just wants to cut the wave. He has a Remnant up still. Yeah, he's just going to jump out. Execration definitely are going to be preparing, I'd imagine, for the inevitable Roshan that's probably going to be coming from Aster very soon. XWY has hit 12, so he's got Exorcism. They're about to hit quite a few item timings on Aster.
There we go. Execration's feeling strong. They've got the Doom back up. They want to look for a fight immediately.
They still have Siphons also. Shanks, I mean, this is the strong... I mean, of course, yeah, Black Hole, but this is one of the strongest spells he can get.
Ooh. And they're going to be able to get Shanks in with the setup there. Closes the gap, and that's going to be XXS in trouble. He'll try and stand his ground, but the Flame Guard ticks him down. Shanks finishes him off.
There we go.
And now they can go for more. Palos deeping in onto the high ground, showing off the escape of Pichu. 2 kills for Execration, and now they are the ones to take the lead.
The Hurricane, baby. Push the Rubik in so he gets the lift. It's a free 4-staff. That's some sick stuff. Love to see it.
Check it out again.
Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. Phew. Beautiful stuff. I mean, they keep outnumbering. They're making really clean rotations.
Just a little bit sort of disjointed at this point in the game, Aster.
Yep.
They're getting caught out in these sort of situations where XXS is alone or XWY is alone. Execration doing a really good job of punishing this.
Soon BKB for XWY, so BKB's done on Monet, soon BKB on him. That, I'd imagine, would be the big timing for them to go for that rush. They're going to get the set up top, the Yules.
Into the Static Storm.
Bob's in trouble. Think straight to Roche. They're going to know. So Execration immediately start pinging the Roche. They're like, Aster's going to force it. How are they going to look to fight this?
They could probably go with the 4 of them, or I mean, how hard is it for Execration to fight 4v5?
It's pretty damn difficult versus all these ults. Carlo, he's going to just try to slow it down with the macro pyre, but might get punished for this. Yeah, very likely to go down. A nice tornado again, though.
And XXS, he's going to drop the black hole.
He just throws it on Shanks.
He's not going to do enough, and Shanks is able to get the steal.
Uh-oh.
He turns around with the black hole, catches the three of them. Palace in from the side with the BKB.
But
They'll look
Palos?
towards XXS, but they will lose Shanks. See if Palace can get a cleanup. He can't. He has to BKB TP out of there.
And
I mean, that
Doom
was-
is used, and now straight to Roche with a very useful ghost.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird sort of start there with the black hole, but yeah, it worked out at the end of it all.
Yeah.
I mean, Shanks got to enjoy a sort of three-man stolen black hole that he got to drop down, but wasn't enough to get the team fight back in Execration's favor. Palos, as strong as he is, on his own, he just doesn't deal enough right-click damage right now to kind of just be able to come in and delete heroes.
No, definitely not. And there is, I mean, yeah, the BKB is going to be useful versus some of these spells, but Aster has a great lineup for just mixed damage. They have the Ghost, they have the SF right clicks that come in, so.
There we go. See what they can do now with the Aegis timing here. Monet.
Just farm it up.
Execration.
These Yules for a last hit? Wait, what? I think he did up top. Looking to punish. Arcane Rune on Bob.
That's very dead.
Can they get the big kill, though?
Disruptor.
Can they get
They
XWY?
get the connection with the Ice Path. Jump forward from Bob, but the BKB's there. BKB and a TP out from XWY will keep him safe. Also got a bit of a siphon going as well. So more than enough HP to cover himself on the way out.
Still a fan of the way that they're making these moves. They see ultis used, they're trying to punish it constantly. They're trying to play fast to try to shut down Aster's massive team fight. And, I mean, so far, not bad.
Yeah, it feels like they are just doing that little bit more than Aster so far this game here at Execration.
But it's just Bob who's just still super far behind.
Trying to get the Seppa here from the side. And Shanks. They'll get the connection. XXS decently tanky. They'll turn with the Earth Splitter, but Bob, he's in on the front lines and they'll be able to take XXS down. Another solid kill here, but at the cost of both supports. Monet coming in for a bit of a cleanup, but
Palos.
unlikely to find more. Palos able to hold back XWY. XWY trying to chase.
He's going to have to probably use BKB soon. They're going to get vision for Glimpse. Yeah. So now Aster, I mean, no BKB on Nature's Prophet. They're probably going to be the ones looking to punish as well, too. It's these constant back and forths of these, you know, the cooldowns and whatnot. So Execration trying to make the most happen with a little, right? Especially Bob, since he still continues to be that bottom of the cores. He's still doing quite a bit of work anyway. So they're going to match the movement. They're going to go top, and yeah, they can push pretty quick.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, well, that's going to feel pretty good. Being able to get a tier 2 wash for the team that doesn't have the Aegis. Of course, Aster, they do get the trade down bottom. Monet and XXS ready for the defense. Execration, they won't look to push it any further top for now. 14
Cooldowns.
to 13. I mean, super close this game.
Yep. Cooldowns coming back up. Very difficult for Execration to fight into 5, but if they bring the numbers, they can definitely get this set up. Tino has BKB. So they're also, I mean, they're getting some pretty good item timings at the same time on Execration. Double BKB's ready. Bob, he did go a little greedier. He did go back, just go for the Maelstrom instead of just rushing BKB. He doesn't want to literally be unable to farm, so I understand that.
Yeah, it always feels rough because if you go straight BKB, you just do no damage.
Yeah, sometimes it's
There's
needed,
just going to
but
be no progression.
he wants to be able to try to scale.
Yep.
Because they do definitely need multi-scaling this game. So far, so good. Yeah, very even, like you're mentioning. Aster trying to punish, since they have absolutely every single cooldown. They get the push going. Monet, he's just going hard right-click, so he's just going Daedalus next to bring down these targets during their BKBs. And Palos, I mean, this is definitely a cool item build if he's able to get that Scotty as well. Very good versus all 3 cores. Triple range cores.
Well, the full pipe done now in XXS. So we'll be able to help the team out when they go for the group up push and already being able to take that second tier 2. Only the tier 2 left standing in the mid lane here for Execration.
Keep seeing Bob trying to walk to some lanes and farm, and then his Nature's Prophet just TPs right in front of it and takes the farm.
Hello.
I mean, I can't blame him.
No,
He's
Palos,
got double the net worth
he
of
needs
Bob.
to carry hard here, Palos, yeah. He's taking that gold every time.
Don't blame him by any means. Shanks, at the moment, has the Blink, has the Philly Stone. Very useful for the Rubik. He's playing versus Disruptor, so imagine this shard is going to be coming out soon to be able to save people out of the kinetic field and stuff like that.
Oh, they want to get in the jungle here, Execration. They'll get the jump forward on towards the Disruptor. Static Storm will get thrown down in response. And see if any turnaround potentials here from Aster. XWY is already coming in with the Exorcism. XXS stepping forward.
He's just charging in.
I mean, he's trying to stay on top of Bob here. Bob, he's got another Remnant ready, though. So Bob, he's able to distance himself from this BKB to Exorcism Death Prophet. And they won't get anything else with this Aster. So they lose the support and a big ultimate expended. And Execration, they walk away, everybody alive.
Great disengage. Keeping it close.
Yeah, picking and choosing the fights well here, Execration.
Yep. Not overreacting, not overcommitting with those BKBs or anything too. Now, I mean, it's time to strike for Execration. No DP ult, no Static Storm. What can they find though? Because at the moment, they only really have, that one ward up on the top side right now, so some limited vision. I mean, they know where Aster is, but walking into high ground is a little bit difficult at this point.
Yeah, they want to at least get the Skadi done on Palos. He's so close right now. Just a few hundred gold.
And they have Blink on Tina. I mean, they definitely can make moves right now. Aster likely to stick together at least with Monet. Aegis is gone.
And what is he about? Yes, about 500 gold off his full Daedalus Monet.
He's going to hit hard. He's getting close to 20 as well, so he's going to have that big timing from the 60 free damage. Shanks. Show the support top. Carlo and Shanks.
Well, he gets the glimpse. He's able to see just a bit of vision there of Carlo. I believe the Eidolon getting sent into the trees, spotting them out.
Nice little micro there from XXS. But it's just a 5 position, so back to farming, split it up on the side of Execration. Weren't able to punish the Static Storm being on cooldown or the DP ult yet. Still 30 seconds where they could perhaps versus this DP. Yeah, but just losing their 5, they're fine with. They're okay with that. It's his job.
Bob, he's got his eyes on him here, but not really a whole lot Bob can do.
No. They need like 3 heroes at the least to be able to bring down XWY.
Even Palos joining doesn't do anything. I mean, they do have other members walking over to this area, but I imagine XWY won't stay around too long. And even if he did, he had the backup of Disruptor by his side.
Yeah, but Boca now has his force and his drums. Has ways to protect his buddies too. Monet, gonna go Satanic next, and about to hit 20. So Aster, I mean, back to looking for a fight perhaps, or maybe they just feel comfortable farming.
Dire are scanning.
Next Roche will probably be that next big timing of an actual big team fight, because Execration, it seems like they're feeling fine with just sitting back and farming. Even though Bob, of course, is still not really getting much farm, he is very close to his BKB. All right, Monet.
I mean, in a game this close, which team would you imagine feels more comfortable right now?
I mean, I'm not really sure, because they have ways to counter versus this Enigma and stuff like that. I'm sure Aster's like, yeah, we have really good scaling and stuff like that because we have Enigma, but there is a multiple scaling cores on the side of Execration, and they have Doom versus what can sometimes end up being like a 4 protect 1 when you're playing with that stuff like this. Yeah,
and you get sort of to like the late game, you get like the Ags on Doom, right? You can kind of Ags yourself, blink in, and then you're never going to be able to black hole against that.
They have multiple different layers of being able to cover it.
Yeah.
Timing, hit Bob. He's got his BKB. Definitely a lot safer now. Triple BKB cores.
We'll see around the mid Aster. We've got to be careful how they show as Execration trying to lead in with the 3-man smoke. Bob and Tino ready to sort of front the charge.
Just got to be cautious walking into high grounds. He does take... I was going to say, this doesn't seem like a Sprout leash team. This is a 100% miss game. So now he's hit a timing also on Palos that could be pretty amazing versus Monet.
That is true. I mean, I guess you just got to bear in mind the Hurricane Pike, but indeed, if you catch him after that, it could make him pretty miserable in the team fights.
Yeah, this is definitely the better choice this game. Roche, 10 seconds. Both teams constantly scouting it out.
Yeah, whoever wins the next fight will take it down super quickly. You got Monet being able to shred it on one side and Palos on the other. Packing the punch right now.
Both teams having timings with items and levels and stuff like that. DP right now, XWY level 18, so level 3 EXO is online. Oh, they're setting up the trap. Palos.
He TP's in. He'll immediately get the BKB off and start to walk away. Gets the Nature's Wrath off on top of that as well.
Get the Doom, but it's just a Doom and a runaway.
And XWY is having to dive pretty deep for this. His own BKB's come to an end. Bob starting to tease around the disruption on the back lines. XWY.
He's a bit deep.
He's getting kited out. Now Tino's back in with the jump. Palos has got the damage. XWY's in trouble. He's gone.
He was way too completely separated from his team. Bob?
Oh
my God.
Yeah, gets a little bit close to the SF there. Monet, a couple of hits and Bob's gone.
Both mid laners maybe not getting the memo of the split up and disengage. I mean, that was very reckless from XWY. I think, like, Monet's probably saying, hey, I'm doomed. Like, wait, reset the fight for this Doom to work. But XWY just charges in. It's a bit out of position there as... Whoa. Flashbang.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, with the fight ending as it did, neither team really with the capabilities to go into Roshan.
Nope. And they don't have... I mean, they're not going to have Exorcism now for 60 seconds on Aster. XXS, I saw he had, like, Wraith Pact and stuff queued up, but I feel like they need a secondary, an easier form of initiation. Just a Blink Stun or something from him. And maybe, I mean, eventually, of course, if he's able to get this, like, Blink and Black Hole onto either Doom or Rubik, could be very useful. So now they actually have ways to start fight a bit better rather than just a glimpse in these guys BKB and disengage.
There we go. Aster looking for another fight. There's the jump. They'll go for the quick kill. I mean, shanked, getting destroyed there by 900 damage hit from Monet.
And they're going to get another one.
And Carlos will turn with the Macropire, but Monet just walks straight through it, embracing the flames.
And now they can just, yeah, now they rush. And Monet, I mean, hitting ridiculous item timings. Yes, Palos is matching it, but they're going to have to buy back to try to contest this. He's got Satanic on Monet.
I mean, Aster, they're stepping up aggressively.
Okay.
They want to try and fight here. We'll see Tino head forward. He's on top of the Enigma. They'll be able to take XXS out of the fight. There's no buyback available from XXS, so he can't return for this.
Can they get Monet?
Bob, he's not going to get quite caught in the Static Storm. Palos, he's focusing down Monet. Monet able to put the BKB to the right clicks from Palos. Take him out.
Oh, man, this is I mean, 76 seconds. He committed the gold.
I mean, Bob's going for more.
Execration.
He's able to jump in. He's closing the gap onto XWY and Pichu. They'll lose Baboka here to the damage of Tino. And Bob, he is sort of standing on XWY beyond the tower. They'll turn for the easy kill, go for the Pichu Elder Titan. Instead, that's 4 down on Aster. Execration and a fantastic call to make with those buybacks. They force the fight.
And Paulo, they can get Roche. They have 50 seconds. They have more than enough time. This Sprout talent definitely doing work. They control Monet long enough for him to get there. Sprouts him. Good luck, Satanic. Good luck getting any type of heals off of that one. Execration making it happen here with these very selective fights that they're taking. Really smart stuff.
Yeah, it's a close game, but the shot calling feels just that bit more tighter today from Execration.
Absolutely. The Dream Roche, Bob, he'd been wanting his shard. Now he gets handed it for free. And now Palos. Multiple different ways to stand.
There's Palos.
Uh-oh.
It's speeding up here, the lead. It's growing for Execration. Quick moves from Palos.
I mean, as you said, Aster they're absolutely feeling disconnected. They feel like they're scaling. They feel like they're getting all this good farm, but Execration just taking the better fights time and time again. 10K lead.
Super impressive here. I mean, yeah, Palos, it was his game to shine, and he's certainly shining right now.
They're doing so much. I mean, it's not even just him, though. It's these supports are doing excellent. Even though, like, yeah, 0-5 on Carlo, he's getting the ice pass that matter so that they can get that burst damage before these BKBs come out. Really killing it.
Yeah, I mean, on a Jakiro as well, a hero that, you know, a lot of the times can seem very underwhelming.
Yeah.
But some good play from Carlo.
Aster now heavily on the back foot inside the base. They buy a gem. I mean, Baboka feeling like they need it to be able to recover the map control, but Execration fully controlling everything here.
Radiant are scanning.
Next few fights feel ever important for Aster to get things together for themselves. I mean, it really does feel like they're starting to have every single answer as it progresses too. It's like how is Enigma now in this position gonna be able to play versus all these different ways to cancel and stop Black Hole? And it feels like they are just really starting to need it. Monet cannot stand his ground and hit versus this NP with this talent.
No, not at all right now. Palos, I mean, what's their best means to sort of deal with the Nature's Prophet in the fight?
They just have to be together, really. Like, that's the biggest thing on Aster. They're just very split up with the way they're taking the fights. One person's charging in and, like, trying to initiate. The other ones are trying to run. It's, yeah, just, like you said, very disconnected stuff.
Another tier 2, the final tier 2 taken there by Execration. All lanes now open for pushing, so Aster got to be very, very cautious. Another lost team fight will almost certainly cost them at least a set of barracks.
Oh, and this is cool. If Bob actually does do this build, he's going Halberd. So I like more miss. Good luck hitting people, Monet. It feels like the whole game is up to Monet now at this point, and they're just getting multiple different answers to deal with this SF's damage too. Sprout miss, Halberd. Arcane Rune now also on Bob, and Palos, yeah, just keeping all these waves controlled so they can pick and choose their battles perfectly.
And they're going to try and bait it with Palos. He's going to begin pushing top, and the rest of Execration smoke up. Looks like Aster. They're not falling for the bait though. They're sticking around their own jungle.
Big timings, level 20 now in Doom, reduced cooldown. Also soon to have a Shiva, so more answers for this Satanic, for this DP heals.
Tino, he's stepping up. Ooh, get Thunderstrike as Bob. He'll catch eyes on XXS, still pushing forward, but Palos just keeps in. They're ready to go.
He's got ages.
He's straight in on top of Monet. Monet has to Hurricane Pike away. They'll turn towards the Disruptor instead, but Boca in trouble.
Cannot get away. And Palos is 25 now already, so can keep all the lanes shoved in, join every single one of the team fights. He is really killing it this game. The absolute MVP for me.
So difficult for Aster to fight into this right now.
Yeah.
Execration just full control of the map, and Aster struggling to just get out and start fighting on their own sort of accord. Amid, Monet's gonna get doomed.
85 seconds.
And he's out. He hasn't got the buyback. He's 1,500 gold short. He calls it. He just presents himself mid. Tino gets the easiest doom in his life, and it's game over.